Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. Today is Wednesday, and the date is 24th of February 2021. We're learning today new unit. We're going to talk about something really matters. If something is taking up space and having weight, what do we call it? Taking up space and have weight. Does everything around you take up space and have weight? Yes, of course. Excellent, Yadana. What about water? Does it have space? Does it take up space and have weight? Of course. Water. Yes. What about your chair? Does it? Of course. Everything around us take up space and have weight. And if it takes up space and have weight, we call it matter. Today we're going to learn about matter. Let's see the slides we have over here.
Welcome to the lesson, What are some physical properties? In this lesson, we're going to look at how matter can be identified by its properties. The vocabulary words for this lesson are matter, physical property, mass, temperature, and volume. Click each word to learn more about it.
So when you talk about physical property, you can sort things according to their physical properties. You can divide them, or even you can group them, or you can learn about them from their physical properties. All the physical properties, they must be for matter. We are describing some matter. So today we are going to learn what are these physical properties for matter. But before, we need to know what is matter. So let's start.
Look at these objects. They have similarities and differences. Use some of their qualities to put them into the boxes. Drag the images to the correct locations.
So he already grouped for you, make three group for you: red and round, soft and large, small and hard. So we are going to divide or put these stuff into these group. What about this chair? Look at this chair. This chair is what? Is it red and round, soft and large, or small and hard? What do you think, ya Fatima? This chair should go where? In which group?
Soft, large.
Okay, Lara. Yes, ya Lara.
Soft, large.
Soft and large. Excellent. What about this one, ya Fatima? I can't hear you. Why?
This is always so easy.
Fatima, why I cannot hear you?
Do you ask me?
Yes. What about this object? Where should I put this object?
Red and wait, I can't see the board.
Why?
It's glitchy. Mine is glitchy.
Is it red and round, soft and large, small and hard?
It's red and round.
Excellent, very good. Now, Lara Justiniya, what about this one? This pillow. Lara Justiniya.
Yellow.
It's not yellow. Pillow. Is it small and large, soft and large, red and round?
Soft and large.
Soft and large, let's see. Excellent, very good, very good. Dana, what about this apple?
Yeah.
Where can I put it?
The red and round.
Red and round. Excellent, very good. Lara Ghaith, what about this screw?
Small and hard.
Excellent. What about this one, guys? Who can tell me?
Small and hard.
Excellent.
That's right. You were able to sort the objects by looking at some of their physical properties: shape, color, size, and hardness. These properties are easy to see. There are other physical properties that you can't determine just by looking. Continue on to learn about some of them.
Miss, wait, I want to see what's in the next class. After 6, 9, 8.
All those objects you just looked at are made up of matter because they all take up space. When you sorted the objects, you used their physical properties. You can observe or measure physical properties.
Okay, so before we complete,
Look at these objects.
when we sorted these objects into groups, according to what? What do I call red and round, soft and large, small and hard? All these are descriptions of these objects. All of it are properties. I call it physical properties. Why? Because you are describing the look of an object or the shape of an object or how soft or hard. You are describing the physical property. So when I ask you about maybe your toy, tell me about your toy. What are the physical properties of your toy? What are you going to tell me? You will describe the color, the shape, the size, the hardness. Maybe you will describe the texture. Maybe it's fluffy or maybe it's hard. All of these descriptions, what do I call it? Physical properties, okay? Now, in the second slide over here, you can see
all those objects you just looked.
All of these objects are what? These are matter. Why I call them matter? Why? Because what do they have? They have two things. Hi, Fatima, what do they have? They have mass and they take up. Fatima, are you with me? Guys, can you hear me?
I'm with you. Miss, I'm with you.
Can you hear me then?
But I don't know why my headphones is like that. I hear you, but the sound is a little...
Okay, Fatima, why I call these objects matter? Because they have what and what?
Because they are things.
Okay. They have what and what? We said matter must take up space and have weight. So does this ball take up space and have weight?
Yes.
What about this car?
No.
Really? It doesn't have weight?
No, yeah.
Does it take up space? What do I mean by taking up space?
It's taking air?
It doesn't take up space. It doesn't fly to space.
No.
It doesn't take up space? So if you're having small parking, can you park the car in small parking or it will not fit?
It will not fit.
Why? Because it needs more what?
More space to be small.
You need more space. So definitely the car have space, take up space, and it has a mass. What about this TV? Do you need a table to put a TV on?
Yes.
Why? Okay, why? Because it take up what?
It takes up...
So we can see the screen.
Can you hold it on your own or you need help? Someone else?
I need help.
Why? Because it is heavy. Because it has a weight. What about these? This thing?
This one is
Science.
Of course,
It's for a
guys.
science thing.
Everything around you take up space and have weight. Everything, every single thing. It takes up space and have weight. That's why we call it matter. Matter. Please, everyone, I need you to open your camera. Please. I need to see you. Everyone, I need to see you.
I can't.
Why?
It says Zoom is unable to detect the camera.
All
Make sure
right.
the camera is powered on And
What about
Yeah,
Fatima
open
and
the camera, I
Wasayif?
want
Okay.
to dark.
Yes, Lara Mazen. I can see that you don't have a camera. Okay, what about Fatima and Wasayif? You're not answering with me, so I need to see you. Please. Fatima and Wasayif, open your cameras. All right. Let's see these objects.
Miss me?
Wasayif, I said. Are you Wasayif?
Wasayif is closed camera.
Miss, I can't open the camera.
Why Wasayif?
I didn't know.
Okay, please, I need you to answer with me. When I ask a question, I need you to answer. Rima and Maria, reopen your camera. Now let's see these objects.
The mass of this volleyball tells us how much matter it has. The mass of the volleyball is 600 grams.
Now, when we talk about the mass, we are telling about the amount of matter in an object, the amount of ball inside this ball, how much, what is the amount of this ball? It is 600 grams. What about this car?
How much matter is in this toy car?
This
Let's
is a
look
toy
at the
car.
mass. The mass is 1 kilogram.
So the mass is 1 kilogram. That means it is so light. This is the mass of an object. The mass means the amount of matter. How much matter do you have? Now, what about liquid? Let's see.
The glass of this beaker is matter, and so is the liquid inside the beaker. The mass of everything together is 400 grams.
So when we are measuring the mass of this beaker, not only the liquid, everything, the whole thing together, the amount of matter is 400 gram. So when I tell you, yes, please, quickly. All right, what about
A
this
computer
TV?
is made of matter, so it has mass. The mass of this computer is 10 kilograms.
So this is a computer, and amount of this computer is 10 kilograms. So whenever I ask you about the mass, I'm asking you about what? Hi, Adana.
Miss?
What is the mass?
Yes?
The mass is about the amount of what?
The amount, the weight?
Of matter. How much matter I have? Yes, it is the weight, but I need you to tell me that is the amount of matter. Whenever we are talking about mass, I mean what is the amount of matter, okay? What is the amount of matter in an object? These are objects. What are the amount of ball? The amount of ball?
The mass of this
600
volleyball
grams.
tells us
The
how much
amount
matter.
of
How much
car
matter is in this
1
toy car?
kilogram. The
Look,
amount
a
of
computer is made of matter, so it has
is 10
mass.
kilogram.
The mass.
So is it clear? When I ask Yarima about the mass, I'm asking about what?
The computer, right? Yeah.
When I ask about the mass, what do I mean?
Miss, can I tell you something? A question?
Yes.
Miss, do you hear me?
A matter is something has air inside of it.
Not air, we say takes up space and have weight. Yes, I can hear you, Fatima.
Oh, like has.
Yes, I
amount
can
of
hear
weight.
you, Fatima. Fatima?
Miss, if you hear me 1 minute.
All right. What, again, Gamar, you were asking? Gamar or Lara?
About the matter, is it an amount of weight, like size of something or weight?
Okay, this is the mass, my dear. The mass is the amount of matter, but matter is anything that takes up space, all right? And has a weight. So it must have these two to become a matter. Everything around you is a matter. I'm going to show you a video. Yes, ya Fatima, I can hear you.
Miss, if you hear me, I can't hear you.
Think about a cup of water. That water takes up
I
space,
can hear you.
so it is matter. But how much space does it take up? You can measure this amount of space, and you'd call it volume. Click each cylinder to learn more.
So, when I'm talking about liquid, liquid is how much space that liquid takes up inside a container, okay? We don't call it a mass, we call it volume. So whenever we are measuring a liquid, we are measuring the volume. But if it's solid as a toy car or a computer or a beaker, we are measuring the mass. So the amount of matter is the mass, and the amount of space that something takes up is liquid, is volume. So today we learned two things, the mass and volume. Mass is the amount of matter. Liquid or volume is the amount of space that something takes up. Look at these beakers. These are, what is the volume of the cylinder one, the first one? Hi, Gamal. What is the amount of the cylinder? What is the volume? How much? See the numbers? Can you see the numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, now the first cylinder. 80. Now let's listen.
If you pour the water into a graduated cylinder, you can measure the volume. The volume here is 80 cubic centimeters, or cc.
What about the second one cylinder, the second cylinder?
How much space does this liquid take up? 210 milliliters.
So we are measuring over here the mass or the volume?
Mass. No, the volume.
The volume. Why? Because it's the amount of space that something takes up. See? So the matter means anything that has a volume and a mass. Can you see? A volume and a mass. I need them both to do what? To give me matter. Now let's take a look at number 3.
You can also measure the volume of solid matter. There's 140 cc's of water in this cylinder. What happens after we drop in the stone?
So you can measure the mass of this matter, but also you can measure the volume. How? Now this water without the rock, it is 140. When I put it inside the water, it will be 165. Now how much did it raise up? Who can tell me how much did it raise up? When I added this,
165.
okay, how much did it add up to 140? Who can tell me?
The cylinder?
Yes, from 140, how much did you add to reach 165?
No.
You added 25. So 25 is the amount of, or the space that this rock will take up. Now let's take a look.
Now you can see that the level of the water has risen to 165 milliliters. So the water level went up by 25 milliliters. The volume of small, solid objects is given in cubic centimeters. 1 milliliter is equal to 1 cubic centimeter. This means that the volume of the stone is 25 cubic centimeters. To find the volume of an object with rectangular or square sides, you could just measure the object's length, width, and height. Temperature is another physical property.
All right. So I'm going to stop sharing the slide right now. I'm going to open for you the whiteboard so we can revise together what we learned today before I post the video for you. All right. First of all, we learned what is matter. Who can tell me what is matter?
I'm sorry, I wasn't sure.
Yes, ya Fatima. I can hear you now. Now, what is matter? Who can tell me? What is matter? It is anything that takes up what? Space, and it has weight. How can I write weight? Huh? Is it correct? Is it correct?
No.
No. So how can I write weight? Or it has a mass. Okay, girls. Guys, you are not awake with me. I'm really sad. Not happy at all. So, after learning matter, this is the definition of matter. We learned two things about matter. What do I mean when I say it takes up space? When it takes up space, what do I mean? Takes up space, that means it is a volume. What is volume?
A volume.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, volume is when you measure liquid.
The amount
Of liquid?
not only liquid, of space that something will take up. Then what is mass? Who can tell me? Mass, what is mass? Come on, guys. The amount of what?
The amount of matter.
Excellent. The amount of matter in an
Object.
excellent, Yadana. Very good. The amount of matter in an object. Very good. Girls, that was all our lesson. How many words did you learn today? How many words?
Two words?
Two?
Wait. No, three.
Okay. I'm gonna
Matter.
matter. Matter.
Volume. And
Mass.
Do you know the definitions of them?
Yes.
Okay, please save the page so you can learn about it at home. Save the page. I'm going to ask you about it on Sunday.
Wait.
So, what is matter, what is volume, and what is mass? Are you ready to watch a video right now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say bye-bye to recording.
Bye recording. Bye.